Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Darren, and in today's video, I just want to level with you guys. As I started streaming on YouTube, I got a lot more viewers, and with a lot more viewers, a lot more interaction. One of the questions while I'm streaming on YouTube that keeps popping up just about every single live stream, and I see it in the comments section from time to time, goes something like this. Hey Darren, a viewer asked me, what do you think is the best specialization for rogues for PvP and Legion? Whether we're talking about the current patch or the next patch 725. With patch 725 quickly approaching, a lot of people would rather start investing their AP into the best specialization, so I completely understand that. But I keep getting this question asked to me and I can never really truly answer it, so I just want to make a wholesome video where I just give you guys the straightforward answer. I do want to address that I feel like a good chunk of the questions, I'm not gonna, point fingers at anybody, but I do feel a good chunk of all these questions that I'm getting regarding the specializations, I feel like people are looking for a confirmation bias. So a lot of you guys probably have a specialization in mind. You're just asking me to make sure that you get some sort of reassurance of which spec I will tell you. You probably have in your head, it's maybe Assassination, maybe it's Subtlety, and you're just asking me just to see if I'll say exactly the same thing. So if you came here for confirmation bias, I don't even need to say anything. Just go take a look at the ladders. You'll see a lot of Subtlety rogues in 3s, a ton of them. Maybe if you're Assassination rogues, you might see people reroll on Assass. Maybe 1 or 2 Outlaw. Maybe on EU, like fancy moves or something. But that's really about it. So if you came for that, there's the answer. I feel like looking at the ladders will give you a pretty good idea of what's being played the most. And if everybody's playing it, then it must be good, right? Alrighty, now if you want to hear my personal thoughts on which spec you should play for PvP, I don't think the answer is really up to you. Whatever the hell spec you have more fun with. Doesn't matter. What do other people know? Like, yes, there might be a lot more Subtlety rogues out there, but is that spec for you? Is this a spec you would truly enjoy? I won't know, but I did discover that I like specs that are... I have a particular taste in classes that I like to play and specializations I like to play. Back in Kata, I tried playing Arrested Druid, and Arrested Druids were so bad. And then as soon as Mr. Pandaria rolled around, guess what I decided to start playing? Rogue. And the rogues were pretty bad at the very beginning of the expansion. They really were. And I started playing combat out of all the specs, so like the trash can spec. So as rogues definitely improved for Subtlety, and even Assassination was somewhat viable in arenas, I was playing combat. Who the hell else was playing combat except Moonman? I literally watched Woodman's videos, just trying to learn anything from him, and I actually learned a lot. But it was so much fun though. It was probably the most amount of fun that I've had. My very first 2K playing a combat rogue, even though Pandaria 2K wasn't all that amazing, because people did have us rating as high as like 3K, so I guess 2K was like the new 1800 or 1500 even. But it was so much fun. I would never take that days back. Those were probably some of my most fondest time I was PvPing, because I was playing a specialization that I actually really enjoy. For PvP, combat was pretty bad compared to Subtlety. Subtlety had Shadow Blade, Shadow Dance, Vanish Burst. You had your lineups. You dealt more damage than your average Joe. You had more CC than your average Joe. Combat Rogue had nothing on Subtlety, but it was a better specialization for me because I had so much fun playing it. That's all I played. I played combat, and it was the best time of my life, honestly. I would never go back and give it up. I'm glad I put in the effort, I'm glad I put in the time, and I didn't get the highest rating possible, didn't get Gladiator or nothing, but I got a rating that I really wanted, and at the time, I wanted my first 2K achievement, and it was great. And like, let's say if I swapped and played Subtlety, the feeling wouldn't be the same. It'd feel like I'm almost cheating myself. I'm not playing specialization that I enjoy the most. I'm not playing specialization that I'm having the most amount of fun with. So then it just wouldn't feel quite the same. It just wouldn't feel the same. So, that's the best advice I can give for you. Play specialization that you enjoy. Play specialization that you like. It might not be the best for PvE or PvP, but who cares? You're paying 15 bucks a month to play the video game, and you might as well play a specialization that you enjoy. If you enjoy Subtlety, hell yeah, give Subtlety a try. Go ham, tear people up in BGs, climb that arena rating. You like Assassination? Dude, keep bursting them with poisons. Have fun with it. Do what you enjoy. Maybe you're like Outlaw, keep rolling them buffs until you fish something good. Just keep rolling buffs. Keep rolling buffs and don't stop. Play what specialization you want to play, even if it's viable, whether it's not viable, whatever tickles your fancy. Like if I were to just re-roll right now to, let's say, something like a Demon Hunter, right? And I was bashing Demon Hunters because they're it's easy for Demon Hunters to put out damage in PGs. And somebody said in the comments, like, I didn't feel satisfied. It doesn't feel fulfilling to play Demon Hunter and have damage be put out as easily as it is. Hell, even Shadow Priest. When I play BGs at Shadow Priest, the damage you put out compared to my Rogue, I have to really put in effort. On Shadow Priest, not as badly. If people just let me free cast, that's it. I get top deeps. But it's just not as satisfying because it is not the specialization that I enjoy. It is not. It just isn't for me. I like Shadow Priest as an ult, but it's not something I can really main. It's not something I want to main because it doesn't tickle my fancy. But Outlaw does, Rogue does in general, so that's what I play. So if you guys had a question of which specialization should you play, the reason I say you should play whatever the hell you want is because it might be a specialization that you might have to put more effort in, but it's so much easier to put in effort into something that you enjoy rather than something you don't enjoy. Anyway, that has been it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the PSA. Let me know what your thoughts about the topic, and I'll see you guys in the next video.